Hey everybody, this is TJR. This video is a follow-up to a video that I did not too long ago where I discussed physical media. And I asked the question, do I still really need it? And after that video, I got a lot of comments, I got a lot of suggestions, I got some warnings, and I really appreciated all of them. And I thought about this for a while, and I thought, yeah, I do want to lighten my personal load. I do want to start getting rid of physical media that I own. Not all of it, but I'm going to start getting rid of some of it. And I have a feeling that after I let it go, I'm not going to miss it. And so I just thought I'd share my thoughts and let you know what I'm doing here, in case you're maybe thinking the same thing, and maybe you have some more suggestions for me as well. So the first thing I knew I was going to let go of was all of the Marvel Studio films. And the reason for this is, number one, by and large, most of these that I have, which I bought on Blu-ray, or I should say, they came with a digital copy, which I redeemed. And when I downloaded these, I found that they came with all the bonus features that were, with the Blu-ray. So one reason why for a long time I kept Blu-rays and DVDs is because digital versions didn't have any of the bonus features. You just got the movie. But I realized that these downloads, when I purchased them and redeemed them, they came with all the bonus features when I looked them up on, like, for instance, my Apple TV. And depending on the redemptions, they're either on Movies Anywhere or they're on Vudu. And now you can link Vudu to Movies Everywhere, which means now I can access them in both places, it seems, and I can access them on Apple TV on my iTunes movies, which is they're there as well. And that's where they have the bonus features. They don't have them on Vudu, but they do have them on the on Apple TV. And so I actually put those together in a huge lot, put them on eBay, and put them at a price where it was basically less than $3 a movie. Nobody bid on them. That doesn't surprise me too much because there really isn't a market anymore that much for DVD and Blu-ray. People are just streaming by and large. Now, of course, that could change. I don't know. But I put them up again for a second week. We'll see what happens. And after a while, if they don't sell, I'm probably going to get rid of them through some other means, and I'll get to that in a moment. Also, I decided that any movie I had a digital copy of as well that wasn't part of Marvel, I just was going to let go of as well, by and large. There might be one or two exceptions, but by and large, I said I was going to get rid of them. Another thing I found out was that through Vudu, there is a service called Disc to Digital, where basically you just scan the barcode of your movie, and if it's eligible for their Disc to Digital program, you can get a digital copy, which will be put into Vudu on their streaming service, on their service. And since it's shared with Movies Anywhere, it's there as well. And Movies Anywhere, of course, is available on my Apple Movies through my Apple TV as well also. And so those, I just, began scanning a bunch of those and finding that a good chunk of those, yes, I could get a digital copy. Those are going, by and large. There might be a few that won't. A good example would be my copy of Dark City, which has the director's cut and the theatrical cut. And I realized when I redeemed it, all I got was the theatrical cut, not the director's cut, which is superior to the theatrical cut. So I'll keep that one for now. There were other films that followed this same example where the director's cut was not available when you did a disc to digital transfer. And usually you can get these for anywhere from $2 to $5 for high definition, but I would go with high definition, spend the extra $3 if it wasn't for $2, get it for $5. At any rate, I thought, yeah, I'll spend this and go ahead and just get these, and that way I can just get these off the shelf, get them out of the way. These don't come with the bonus features, and I noticed many of them didn't come with the bonus features when I looked them up on Apple TV, when I did the disc to digital. But I thought, how often are you going to really want to watch these things, these bonus features? You watched them once, you enjoyed them, let them go. By and large, I didn't think I would miss them too much. There might be one or two exceptions. Another thing I realize is that since these aren't really selling that well on eBay, and I looked up a lot of movies just to see how they were selling, and by and large, it's hard to even get $5 for these things. And if you can't even get $5 for them if you're selling movies individually, to me, it's not worth the effort of trying to sell them on eBay. So I decided I'll probably just pack these up, take them to some place like Amoeba Music, where, you know, they buy and sell used DVDs and Blu-rays, and just take whatever store credit they give me. I can use it to buy vinyl records with. And yes, I know I'm probably not going to get much, but like I said, I just feel the need to just lighten the load, have more room, and just let these go, because by and large, I don't really pull them off the shelf and watch them. And if I do watch them, I pull them off of digital streaming. It's just easier that way. There were some movies, especially in the Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel series, where I don't have a digital copy, but we have Disney Plus in my household. And we initially got Disney Plus 3 years for half off before they premiered it. We did a special deal where we got it for half off. And Disney Plus is right now like $8 a month, $7.99 a month to get it. So I don't see it leaving our household anytime soon, because my partner, Superfan, is such a huge Disney fan. You know, she's going to want to have it here in the household. There's so much to watch on Disney Plus. There's just so much content. And if I really want to see these movies, they're there on Disney Plus. I don't see us ending that anytime soon, even after the 3 years expires. You know, $8 a month is not that much. Yes, it might go up in ensuing years, but we'll see what happens. Once again, don't think I'm going to miss it that much. And if it ever gets to where I can't afford Disney Plus anymore, if I can't afford $8 a month, I think I have more important things to be worrying about than being able to watch these movies. And if I ever decide, but even still, if I do end the subscription, if I'm really jonesing for them, really, is it that hard to subscribe for 1 month, watch the movies I want to watch again, and then stop the subscription? Not that hard to do. And these are all the thoughts that have run through my mind prior to doing all of this. So that was one thing. Some things I'm keeping. I'm keeping all my Criterion Film Collection DVDs because they're really exceptional. Just the quality of transfers that they do. The movies are exceptional. The bonus features are quite exceptional. And I just decided, yeah, I'm going to keep these for now. I'm keeping all my David Lynch films, many of which are on the Criterion Collection, some aren't. Oh, and one other thing, certain TV shows. I'm keeping Star Trek. I have the complete series on Blu-ray. I have the complete Twilight Zone on DVD. Those I thought about getting rid of because they seem to be everywhere. They're on Netflix, you know, they're on Paramount Plus, or whatever they're calling it, CBS's new streaming service. They're on a number of services, but I thought eventually, when the rights expire, those shows will be exclusive to CBS Paramount streaming service. And I thought to myself, you know, the Paramount service, I looked at it, it looks like one of the worst streaming services out there. It's one I would never subscribe to. The only thing they really have of any real note is, in fact, Star Trek and Twilight Zone, and that's it, really. So I'm keeping those for now. There are some Blu-rays that I looked at of TV shows. I have, for instance, I don't have a lot of TV shows. I should add that. Not too many TV shows. But one TV show I own is The Prisoner, which is an amazing British TV series. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. Someday I should probably do a video about it. It's an incredible cult TV series. And yet, I bought that Blu-ray ages ago. Myself and Superfan, who had never seen it, watched it together. Hadn't watched it in years. We both really enjoyed watching it, but we haven't watched it since. So sometimes I do think, you know, should you keep this? You know, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. One other thing I'm keeping that a lot of people suggested to me is don't get rid of all your cartoon collections. And I have collections of Warner Brothers, Disney, and other movie studio theatrical cartoons that were made back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, back when cartoon theatrical shorts were a regular staple in movie theaters. I own tons of collections of these cartoons. I love these things, and someday I should talk about them. I'm not getting rid of those. I would say partly because a lot of them you just can't see anywhere. Another reason for keeping the cartoon collections is, as one viewer on the channel put it, is don't let those go. A lot of those are canceled. And I disagree that these are canceled. I own a collection called the Censored 11, which are the 11 cartoons that you can't see anywhere. This is because of the extremely offensive racial depictions in them. And there's good reason why you can't see these. But you can still purchase them and watch them. They're still available if you know where to get them from. And I'm not talking bootlegs, because these are in the public domain. Anybody can produce these and sell them. So yeah, I'm keeping those collections because not all of those are there. But even then I say to myself, how often do I get the chance to pull these out and watch them? Usually if I am going to watch them, it's so much easier just to go to my Apple TV, pull up HBO Max, and watch them there. At any rate, though, who knows? But for now, I'm keeping those. So I'm getting rid of a ton of movies. I'm looking for more movies that I can digitally scan, or I should say do the disc to digital and get a copy digitally. I don't mind that I have to pay a few dollars for it, and just so that I can move them out, have room for other things, have less physical media. I'm starting there. Eventually, I'm going to start looking maybe at books, comic books, especially with the proliferation of digital comics that's available right now. And also many books, if I can just own a digital copy through Kindle, just do that instead and not have the physical books anymore and move those out. And I think that might be the next thing. When I made my first video, I talked about the fact that I'm not doing anything with music at this point. I'm keeping all my CDs, keeping my vinyl records, by and large. I have kind of started to look at albums where I own both the vinyl and the CD. And I've said, which one sounds better? And if I like the vinyl better, maybe I should get rid of the CD, and vice versa. If I like the CD better, maybe it's time to get rid of the vinyl. There are even some vinyl records I'm actually getting rid of because I do think the CD sounds superior, so I'm just letting those vinyl records go. And I'm kind of thinking about the CDs as well, because when I get a vinyl record, of course, as viewers know who know me on this channel, when I get a vinyl record, I digitize it and save it on the computer in full quality and make a CD of it as well that I can play on the stereo or in the car stereo and all of that. So anyways, though, but yeah, I haven't become a minimalist yet. You never know, I might be leaning towards that, but I don't see myself like getting rid of everything. I still see myself as keeping I would say 99% of all my CDs. I still see myself as keeping the majority of my records as well. And I'm still enjoying collecting records. And I think sometimes this happens. We go through phases where we collect certain things, and over a lifetime we start to collect, they start to pile up, and after a while we have too much stuff. And I think if we have too much of something, it's hard to enjoy it. Films, movies take a long time. When you sit and watch them, movies take anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours to watch. But a song you can enjoy, in a few minutes, by and large. And in albums, I enjoy listening to, not just listening to, but also while I'm driving in the car, which I do a lot of listening in the car, but in other contexts as well. And but yeah, the music I think I'm still holding on to, by and large. One of the nice things about iTunes, which is no longer called iTunes, it's called just music now, is that having all that music digitized onto my drive, and then having it sync to my mobile device, I can enjoy that music anywhere. I can stream it, basically, I'm not really streaming it, I'm just playing it off my mobile device on any, Bluetooth setup, speakers, car stereo, whatever. And by hitting shuffle, it'll pick music out that maybe I haven't heard in a while, and it just feels great to hear it again. I love that. It'll surprise me and play things maybe I haven't heard in a while, because I do own an awful lot of music. Probably more than I own anything else. Movies, comics, books is music. And so, that alone, Apple iTunes, I know they don't call it that anymore, but I'm going to still keep calling it that, has really allowed me to enjoy my massive music collection. At any rate, though, so that's kind of just a little follow-up on this here. I'm doing that right now. I don't think I'm ever going to become a minimalist, somebody who like just gets rid of everything and has everything digitized and lives this very minimal lifestyle. But I definitely want to move out stuff and not own quite so much media. Let me know your thoughts on this. What do you think? Do you have any other warnings for me? Any other suggestions? At any rate, though, just thought I'd let you know about this. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. And if you like what I do, be sure to click like, click subscribe, and smash that bell notification icon. And y'all take care. Hope you all stay safe and healthy. Bye-bye. 3, 2, 1.